In Chile, the presidential election is underway, and all eyes are on one of the most controversial and influential candidates in the race, Jose Antonio Kast. On Sunday, in the town of Paine, the ultra-conservative leader cast his vote, marking a key moment in a high-stakes election that could reshape Chile's political landscape. Kast, a longtime figure in Chilean politics, has built his campaign on promises to restore order, reduce crime, and strengthen the country's economy. He has also pledged to take a tougher stance on illegal immigration and to promote traditional family values, positions that have drawn both strong support and fierce criticism. The presidential race comes at a time of deep division in Chile. Many voters remain frustrated by rising crime, inflation, and ongoing debates over constitutional reform. After years of social unrest and political turbulence, the 2025 election is being described as a turning point for the nation. Jose Antonio Kast's supporters gathered outside polling stations in Paine, waving flags and chanting his name as he arrived to vote. His campaign has emphasized security, economic stability, and patriotism, themes that have resonated strongly with conservative voters. Kast has also criticized what he calls radical leftist economic policies, arguing that Chile must protect private enterprise and individual freedom to thrive. In contrast, his opponents have warned that a Kast presidency could roll back social progress and increase polarization. They point to his past statements defending Chile's 1980s military regime and his admiration for former dictator Augusto Pinochet as reasons for concern. Kast has responded by saying his focus is on the future, not the past, and that his goal is to build a safer and more prosperous Chile for all citizens. The election itself has been marked by strong voter turnout across Santiago, Valparaiso, Paine, and other key cities. Long lines formed early in the day as Chileans from all walks of life cast their ballots in what analysts describe as one of the most competitive elections in decades. For many, the vote represents a choice between two very different paths, one that embraces conservative values and economic liberalization, and another that emphasizes social equality and state-led reform. Whichever path voters choose, the outcome is expected to have far-reaching implications, not only for Chile, but for the entire Latin American region. International observers have been closely monitoring the election process, praising Chile's tradition of transparency and civic participation. The Electoral Service of Chile has reported no major incidents so far, and officials expect preliminary results to be released later in the evening. Jose Antonio Kast, after voting, spoke briefly to the press, urging citizens to participate peacefully and respect the results regardless of the outcome. He expressed confidence in his campaign's message, stating that Chile stands at a crossroads and that the election will determine whether the nation continues toward division or unity. As ballots continue to be counted, political analysts say this vote could redefine Chile's ideological balance for the next generation. If Kast wins, he is expected to steer the country toward conservative reforms, prioritize private sector growth, and strengthen ties with other right-leaning governments across Latin America. If he loses, the result will still shape Chile's broader conversation about identity, freedom, and the direction of its democracy. In either case, today's election will be remembered as a decisive moment, one that reflects both Chile's democratic strength and its ongoing struggle to reconcile past divisions with hopes for the future. As the sun sets over Santiago and Paine, Chileans wait anxiously for the results that will define their nation's next chapter.
Acá, muéstralo para todos lados, eso. El otro, acá también, de nuevo, eso. Es la última vez que tengo que ver. Muéstralo. Candidato, acá. Al otro lado, eso. Ya. Ya vaya. Ya vaya. Estamos mirando acá. Para acá, para acá.
Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias.
Acá, saludos. Ya, chao, terrible.
Primera votación.
La amarilla al diputado y blanco. El blanco del presidente. Esos son los títulos grabados. El blanco del presidente.
Ya.